welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you another episode of What We Watch. And today's episode is
Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger, Season
1.
Episode
4.
So
is call response. Like call slash
there you go.
Response.
I saw the whole episode almost twice, and I still don't really know what that means.
I'm not
Well,
sure.
anyway, so Cloak and Dagger is a new show. It's on
FreeForm,
channel 19.
Yes, what used to be ABC Family.
On Wednesdays at 8 o'clock, 8 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. So we did a review on episode 1.
1, 2, and 3.
Oh, all together?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I couldn't remember. Okay, so this is only our second video for Cloak and Dagger, but so it's starting to get a little bit more into the meat of the story. Now that they have their powers, we've got the background and whatnot. So let's see, this episode opens up with her discussing her mom's boyfriend with her mother and discussing her father.
Yeah.
Which died in the accident. So before I say anything, if you have not watched up to episode 4, stop! Do not! You will be spoiled. If you want to be spoiled, then be spoiled. We'll try to do a little breakdown and give our opinion stuff too, and stuff too. So the mom's boyfriend, the first scene you see him, you're just thinking what she's thinking, like, ugh, you know. And I'm really impressed with how shows nowadays can make you think, ugh, and then in the next few episodes, if they do play it right, they can turn your whole idea around on a character, which it makes you a little less judgmental, I guess.
Yeah.
Little character flaws you can overlook. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to get the notifications so you can see more awesome Unboxer fun. Okay, so she's not real keen on the mom's boyfriend at the beginning, then it keeps cutting in and out to scenes of in the church with.
Yes.
With,
of the two of them.
Character's name. Yeah.
Oh, Tandy and Tyrone.
Tandy and Tyrone. I don't know why I can't remember their names. Probably because it's only episode 4. But they don't say their names very. Tyrone, I did know. Okay, so Tandy and Tyrone have a lot of scenes in the church where she's living.
Right.
Living outside of her mom's house, kind of abandoned church. So, and they are discussing how he can see everybody's fears. Like, I guess, like their greatest fears. Yeah, like if he, I don't know if it's like, I know with her it's contact, I don't remember, I'm assuming it's the same way with him. But he didn't really say it was contact, did he? No, I don't think he mentioned it, but I'm guessing they both work the same way. But maybe he looks into their eyes or something.
But yeah, he sees like their fears, and then she sees their hopes. Right. Which is interesting because they're still playing that, like, you know, he's the good kid, he's trying to be good, he's trying to do, you know, listen to his parents, he's trying to be, you know, but he's the one that... With the dark cloak. With the darkness inside of him, and then she's got the light powers.
It's very much a, yin-yang kind of thing they got going there. And she, of course, sees everybody's hopes and everything. And unfortunately, she sees a very dark hope for him. For what he's hoping. For Tyrone, what he's hoping. Okay, so he decides he's, I guess, going to go after the policeman the right way. The policeman that shot his brother by accident, which was not really, well, even if it was an accident, he covered it up.
I think it really was an accident because he just kind of, I think he just got shocked when the oil rig blew up.
But covering it up and all that stuff, that
everything afterwards was what made it bad.
Right. So he ditches his bike, or he tries to make it look like his bike is gone. He goes into the police station. He gets spooked by looking around and seeing all the police officers, and then he goes out and decides he's, you know, I guess he's not going to do it. Now the only thing I had with them talking in the church is like, did this happen before certain things or after certain things?
Yeah, I think it's kind of hard to tell when they're, because you don't know if they're like recalling stuff that happened, like when it
until you get to the end,
switches scenes. But again, I think it was kind of funny. I was just thinking about it, like, again, Tyrone with the bike, like when you see him, he actually goes and locks up his bike, cuts the chain, takes a picture of it, you know, and actually goes and ditches his bike. Like, I think if it was Tandy, I don't think she would have actually
had
done
a bike.
it. She just would have made it all up. It's still, it's funny that he like actually went through the whole motion.
And she tells him in the church that you're too honest, and he's like, well, is there such a thing as too honest? So it's not like he's walking around going, that's an ugly shirt. Hey, your hair looks bad. Hey, you smell today. But so that would be the too honest type deal. But he's given her a taste of her own, like, you know, hey, well, you know, couldn't you stand to be a little bit more honest? But anyway, okay, so, and then we had the very strange, now you have to tell us if you thought it was strange. Maybe it's not strange in that area, and of course we're not familiar with the culture in Louisiana, but it was kind of like gang meets grandma's
that
beating
really seemed really strange.
And maybe there's a thing out there, and maybe this is the first time we're seeing anything like that. But it was kind of like, I wouldn't say gang always, you know, bad. And it doesn't seem like this is a bad group. We'll say club. Does that sound any better? A group of gentlemen that gather together. That's not so odd. It seems like, you know, they enjoy coming together. It's like a club. But yet they bead these little teeny beads in pictures on their clothes, on their jackets or something. And they're going to have a march or a parade or something. And I get the feeling that they kind of do this once a year or something. Maybe they'll give us a little bit more.
Explain more about that, because I really didn't understand the whole purpose of that.
It kind of was like...
other than like, hey, here's a way for Cloak to find his cloak.
This is true. And there's, I want to say, and I'm not going to name them specifically, but I feel like there's like at least 3 different cultures kind of combined in that idea. I feel like, you know, I feel like I see some like almost like Native American ritual with some, and so I don't know if this is a whole new concept that they made up for the show, or if it's something. So if you know in the comments if this is like a thing, because this is our first time seeing it, but it feels odd to us because it's the first time we're seeing it, and it's like, oh, these big bad tough guys went in there to bead their jackets. So that. I don't know. Just right now, it just seems funny. Not like I'm not making fun of them. It's just odd and strange to me. Okay, so let us know if you know anything about that. So looks like his dad's kind of accepted him a little bit more, even though he picked his
Tyrone's.
Yeah. Even though he picked his brother's cloak. Is it his cloak or is it a?
It looked like
whatever. He's gonna he's gonna do the beading
whatever he was
on
decorating.
it. Yeah. So let's see. I have, let's see. Okay, so you were talking about, it's impressive that the 2 young actors being so young.
I thought that this episode was really interesting because it was kind of a, I don't want to say slow, but like a low-key episode. There wasn't a lot of
action-y stuff,
of action in it. And a lot of what happened in the show was really just the 2 of them in the church talking, and I mean, kudos to them that they were able to carry the episode, you know, an hour episode, and be able to do that and it be engaging and further along storyline and all that. And really move the story along, and it's really just the 2 of them talking for most of it.
Yes, this is true. Interspersed with a little bit of action here and there. And then they decide that they're going to see how close they can get before they...
yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah. Did they actually end up touching hands?
I don't know that they ever actually...
I don't know. They got super duper close.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, hey, they're never going to be like hug and kiss each other because...
Which is weird because from what I understand from the comics, they are a couple. Like, they become a couple. Which
we'll have to see how
that works in the show. And it's also weird that, like, they have opposite powers, but it's almost like they're... Like if you looked at it like it was like a magnet, when they get too close, they get pushed apart. So it's almost like they're like you know, what do you call it? Like the same poles, you know, like where the magnets will push each other apart.
Yeah.
But they're like
that's pretty cool.
Really like polar opposites. So
right. So all right. So then they get upset at the end. You know, you can't see things my way. I can't see things your way. she said that I don't think she was necessarily saying that she was going to kill herself, because she was trying to retract what she was saying, and then he just kept digging in. He was basically telling her how lucky she was to have the things that she has, and because of him being African American, he felt like they were after him all the time, and that he didn't even have he couldn't even go in and do the things that she did by thieving. He doesn't even do that, and he gets in trouble for that kind of thing. So so that's also what partly made him so nervous to go in the police department. Probably.
It's interesting to show too that, you know, like when you get like so wrapped up in your own world, you know, you see, you know, oh, the weight of the world is on me, and, you know, I've got all these problems, but then someone looking from outside is like, oh, but you have this and you have that, and, and can show you a completely different perspective.
Get you a little bit out of your self-pity. So what was I going to say? So then she decides to jump off into the water. Now she gets the dagger. Why did I want to say sword? It's not cloak and sword. She gets the dagger, frees herself, and so I don't know if she did that to see if she could do that, or if she decided as she was going down, okay, I don't want to. So you don't really know what's in her mind, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because even like when she comes up, she like cuts the rope, but like she was by herself.
Yeah.
How do you tie your own hands? You know, I mean, you know, they show her like wrapping it around, but like, how do you like literally tie your hands? When you're...
It is hard. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, it was like she actually cut the ropes. I don't know if she was trying to actually kill herself,
now I'm going to save myself,
or actually trying to see if she could like summon the dagger.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Because it did seem like it was like in previous, like it was like when she was
in stressful
when that guy was attacking her or whatever, that it came
I thought maybe it was a symbolism, like he saved her before and now she wants to save herself. So I don't know, that could be part of it. All right, and the last thing we saw was, well, no, oh my gosh, we missed the most important thing that happened.
The big shocker.
The big shocker. So she finally likes the boyfriend. She makes skin-to-skin contact. She sees his hopes. She sees that he has good in him. She decides to help him out. And then after the mom gets mad because his wife calls on the phone and she doesn't get the exact response, they're supposedly breaking up.
Yeah, I think she says something about that she broke up with him. Yeah,
but anyway, so she gets mad and sends him, and he goes back to work on stuff at the office, and then that's it. He was shot, and his office was burned.
Yeah.
So that was the shocker moment for this episode for me, and also and sad, because all of a sudden you were like, oh, well, maybe that was his story arc. You're not good, and you're good. Boom, poof, you're gone. So, and then she breaks in at the end, cuts the safe with the dagger, takes out what we're hoping is important information. So that was cool that they left it off like that.
Yeah.
But we were both discussing it's season 4. It's episode 4. Now, I mean, episode 5 is coming up. It's time to get busy, right? We got all the little puzzle pieces and stuff.
And I think from what I've read, if I'm correct, I think there's 10 episodes in the first season.
Okay.
So it's kind of an odd... so this will really be like almost like mid-season
finale. So hopefully, something will amp up here. I feel like it's done pretty good so far, but like I said, we're at the end of episode 4, and something needs to... You know what I'm saying? Something needs to go down. We either need to get a break in the situation, and they need to find out more information about, or she needs to tell about what happened, or, hopefully she'll stumble across some very important information.
Yeah.
And have someone she can trust to show it to, because now the boyfriend's gone.
Right.
Alright, so do you have any... I don't think I have any predictions for them. I'm just hoping they amp it up a little bit. This was a nice episode. Like you said, they did have some slow parts, some what in the world parts, but all in all it was pretty good, and hoping for 5 to be a little bit more action packed, and
yeah, it'll be interesting to see, because I'm not sure, because this really does seem like with a what do you call it? With a shortened season, and with the character development that's involved, I'm not sure that this season will get like a big bad. I have a feeling it's going to be like Roxxon is the big bad, like this shadowy. It may not be till next season where you actually get a person or a group that's actually
right
against them, because they're really still kind of even trying to figure out their powers.
But I hope something does wrap up by 10. I mean, hopefully a little bit. So, all right. So, like I said, this is Cloak and Dagger Season 1, Episode 4. We'll be watching Episode 5 and hoping for some more action. I thought it was pretty good. I give it a 7.25 on the scale. And what do you think?
Yeah, I would say somewhere between, say 7.5,
Yeah. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Let us know if you've been watching this new series. We always love hearing from you in the comments. So thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and as always, we always want to know, what do you watch?